Hello, it's been a while. It's been a very busy January, but we're in February now. Yay! So I'm back here with another video about your Casio calculator. Today, standard form. Here we go. Right, so we have our Casio FX83 GT CW. Okay, so let's get this thing on. Right, now the button we're looking at today is this one down here. Okay, so it says X10X. If you press Shift and this button, you get a Z, but we'll come back to that kind of thing in a bit. Well, actually, I think we've already done that, haven't we? So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you how to use it. Now, standard form, for those of you who already know about standard form, it's those of you who don't, it's used to demonstrate very large numbers and very small numbers. So think distance between a planet or the length of the antenna on an ant. Okay, we are talking tiny, tiny and huge, huge numbers. All right, so the calculator will put numbers in to standard form on its own. I am literally just pressing buttons here and I'm going to times them by other numbers. And you can see there, this bit at the end, 10 times 10 to the power of 12. That means that there are 12 places after that 5 at the beginning. So it's not actually 5.4484 whatever. It is in fact 544847289 to work out how many places that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and another 3 zeros on the end. Okay, so that is how the calculator does it. Now, the calculator will also do it with decimals. So if I put in a couple of very small numbers, I don't need to be particularly, what am I doing? I want a couple more zeros in there. Okay, you can see there, and this time the power has a negative on it, and that just tells you that it's a small number. All right, so that's the calculator doing it automatically, but you can do it as well. So let's say we want to do 5.6. You can never have a number above 9.999. You can't have a 2-digit number. It has to be a decimal. And then you press this, and what a lot of people do is they then go up here and they start trying to put in powers. No, just press your power on here. So I'm going to put it 5.6 to the power times 10 to the power of 5. Execute that. That is what 5.6 times 10 to the power of 5 is. Okay, so you can just do basic conversions. Let's try 2.4 times 10, and this time I'm going to use the takeaway button to do a negative and 5, and it's come up like that. Now obviously I showed you this in another video. You can just literally go in and change that to a decimal. There you go. So you can see it's popped 5 zeros in front of the 2.4 because it's a negative power. Okay, and then you can do all kinds of things with this now. So let's say we want to do an add. So let's say we've got 2.4 times 10 to the power of 6. I'm putting it in brackets. Oops, forgot that. Make sure you go away from that. Close the brackets. I'm going to add 5.7 times 10 to the power of 8. Again, get away from those. Get away from that power before you do that. So you can see there, it's quite small, isn't it? Execute. There you go. Now it hasn't put it into standard form, so that one you would have to do yourself. You can't force it to put it into standard form. But there we go. Okay, you can do that. You can do it with multiplying. You can do it division. You can do it with takeaway. Anything you need. Okay, so yeah, that is the standard form button. Enjoy.